What's up everybody, I'm Brian from I1Tesla and I've got a really cool wrap here. This is a really cool color. This is a brand new color from 3M. It is I forget what the name of the color is, but it's one of their new high gloss vinyls. So this is extra glossy, extra thick material. It comes with a plastic backing, so you get this really paint-like color or finish. And this is like chalk gray. This is like the Porsche chalk color, and I really do like this color. I think I might be doing my Model Y in this color. So this is a gray car underneath, and this is a light color. So it kind of looks like a white or an off-white color, but I can't wait to see it outside. I'm going to show you that later. But this video is a little bit more about what vinyl does to your car and how it can protect it. You know, I've recently had some damage to my Model X with door dings, and it really protected the paint. And I'm going to show you that in this video, how this is not paint protection film, but the vinyl actually acted a little bit like that. But also show you what you can do with vinyl. You know, there's a big craze about PPF right now in this industry and wrapping your car. And PPF is very, very expensive, especially in a color. Colors are new to PPF. And so which one do I prefer? Well, obviously I like vinyl. I've had vinyl on almost every one of, actually, I have had vinyl on every one of my cars. I've also had PPF. PPF is great if you like the color of your car. And see, that's where you get into prices. The pricing, it goes crazy now. So vinyl is roughly going to be $3,000 to $4,000, depending where you live, where you go. California, don't even listen to my prices. You'll get mad. Paint protection film. If you want clear, that's roughly going to be $5,000 on a car. $6,000 if you want the matte finish. And those are, you know, call Sun Stoppers. They'll give you a good price. That's going to be the price typically. If you want colored PPF, that's where this gets nuts. That's why it's so weird that Tesla is pushing out paint protection film, because those prices are ridiculous. I'm seeing prices from like OC Detailing. They do great work, by the way, but colored PPF can go from $7,000 to $11,000. The ones that they're doing now with the Cybertrucks, it's ridiculous. So yes, paint protection film does have a better warranty, a 10-year warranty on like Expel, I know for sure. The other ones, the new ones, the cheap ones, I don't know if it's going to have that kind of warranty, but 10 years. You're not keeping your car for 10 years. Some Tesla owners will keep their car for 10 years, but those people are so frugal that they're not going to paint protect their cars. They're just going to let it roll. Most people get rid of their cars after 3 years. Why pay twice as much for a product that you're not going to see the benefit of, or Tesla doesn't see the benefit of it? Because when you trade in a car, or if you get your car appraised from Tesla, they don't care if you have paint protection film on it. They don't care at all. Actually, they want it off, especially if you have a satin paint protection film. They don't want it on there. So why pay $7,000 to $10,000 for a paint protection film that changes the color of your car? Yes, it protects it, but it's not going to get any resale value for it. So I say go for right around $3,000 for a vinyl that will change the car, will protect a little bit, protect from some chips, and it will change the color of your car. It'll look different than everyone else's. It's going to not be those 5 colors that Tesla offers. You're going to be unique in a Tesla with a different color that could be gloss, could be matte, could be whatever, for right around $3,000, maybe $4,000. You're going to get the benefit out of that for the 3 to 5 years you have the car, because 3M and Avery Dennison have a 3 to 5 year warranty on their products, depending on which panel it's on. You know, it's going to be better if you park in a garage or something like that. Depends also how clean you keep the car. Same thing with paint protection film. You have to keep up with the car. You have to maintain it. You have to do all those things to make the warranty valid. The crazy thing to me is the big push on paint protection film on a truck that doesn't even have paint. It's kind of mind-blowing. It's paint protection film with no paint on the truck. It's just stainless steel. Just wrap it with a good fit, with a thick material like this high gloss stuff, like I did on the Cybertruck, and you can install it yourself. Paint protection film is not easy to install. I've tried it on a couple vehicles, and I've kind of given up on it. I'm just sticking with vinyl because of the price and the easeability of installing it. I think I made up a word there again, but you can do it too. You can install it, especially if you have a Cybertruck. Those are easy to do. You can learn on YouTube, just like I did. Get some material and wrap it yourself. Again, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it, but The smart choice, I think, is vinyl. The new fad is paint protection film, but it's a very expensive fad, and I don't think it'll last very long. Vinyl has been out forever, and 3M and Avery Dennison are the leaders in vinyl. There's so many other companies out there, but there's different types of vinyl. Let me talk about the two different types of vinyl. There's cast vinyl and calendar vinyl. Cast vinyl is what 3M and Avery Dennison use. And really, it's the only two companies that use this. It is basically a liquid that's smeared out, pressed out onto a big flat surface and then cut up into 75-foot rolls, 5 foot wide. That's what they've been using for a very long time. All right, so here I got a piece here, and this is actually the back. This is the front. You can't really tell too much, but super high gloss finish. This is thicker than most vinyls. So what's really cool about this finish, or this piece, is when you pull this off, the backing, and that's a sticker. So you have, this is a plastic backing. So normally they used to use a paper backing, which would give like an orange peel look, to almost look like paint, because your paint does have like an orange peel look to it. So this makes a flat finish, and when they're rolled up together, it's just a flat finish on top of flat finish, and it makes for a better product. The other cool thing from 3M is with their high gloss finishes, or any really gloss finish from 3M, is this Saran wrap. It's clear. It's a clear finish. It's a Saran wrap finish, and I don't know if you can see in there, there's a bunch of scratches all over that finish, all over this Saran wrap, but there's nothing on this, which is really cool. So that Saran wrap finish is unlike any others in the industry. A lot of them use like a thicker, tougher plastic over the cover, and you have to pull it off right away before you put it onto the car, and it defeats the purpose of what I think it should be for. What's really cool about the 3M stuff is you can squeegee, heat up, stretch, and everything with this coating on the front, and you're able to squeegee out, get all the scratches into that plastic, that Saran wrap, and then once all the air is squeegeed out, you peel that off and there's no scratches whatsoever, and you're left with just a super gloss finish. That's why I just stick with 3M and Avery Dennison. Yes, there's other cool colors out there. Yes, 3M and Avery Dennison don't have the best colors, but other manufacturers have come out with a different type, which is calendar film. And what it is, it's a ball of the material pressed out. So it's pressed down and flattened out. Well, it's kind of like when you look at bubble gum, or you know, when you get done with bubble gum, it gets really rubbery. And if you push it down, it's gonna come back. And if you take a look at this, this is a calendar film. I got to get up close because it's focusing on my face. But if you notice, it's shrinking back. This was the last piece I cut. This was done last summer, so this isn't even a year old yet, and it's already shrunk that much. That's what's going to happen with the material. It's going to pull back. So the green color I had on my Model Y, it actually shrunk around where the parking sensors were, and it actually cracked because this stuff gets brittle too. Now this material, I believe, has a coating on the front as well. Let me check that out. This is thicker. This material is almost like PPF. So this is a lot thicker cover, and this is a plastic. So really you have to take this off right away. Unless you're covering a flat panel, like a Cybertruck, it's really the only vehicle that has flat panels. But you have to take this off first and then squeegee on top of the finish, which this has self-healing properties because it's a nice thick material. So does this, by the way. But you're introducing some scratches that may not come out, so you gotta be careful. So this is nice, this is really thick, but because of how tacky this is, and how thick the material is, and whew, that glue stinks really bad. You have to install this differently. You have to kind of put it on the panel, roll this out, squeegee, roll that out, squeegee some more. It's a pain in the butt to do. This, I can peel the whole backing off onto the door, stretch it out, squeegee everything out all in one thing. You don't have to worry about this being exposed for a long time, picking up dust, because the plastic backings create some static. This thing creates a ton of static. So that's why I like this again. And the other thing is paint protection film. This is a matte paint protection film, and much like this, it has a hard plastic coating on the outside, which you can't install with. And then this one has even a stronger, thicker plastic backing. This is the protective layer. This is the backing. So this is actually the paint protection film. This has to go on wet. A wet finish, you have to get all the water out. You have to make sure you get all the water out. Now this is very stretchy and very protective. It actually takes quite a bit to pop through this. Oh, but it does. You can still get things to pop through this. Vinyl is a little less protective. You can get things to pop through it a lot easier, but you're never gonna do this. It's stuck to a car. It's sandwiched to the car. It's not going anywhere. So if anybody keys your car, it'll damage the paint protection film, and it'll also damage the vinyl. There's really nothing that will really protect you from keying the car. Or dents. Let me show you what happened to my car and why vinyl actually protected my car from the paint being chipped. So here's the damage. Let me get you up close to it. So it looks like it is not in the paint. Let me pull some down a little bit. Vinyl is not PPF, but it does protect. Obviously, look at that. It took away the scratches. So right down here, there would be a scratch, and there might be a dent, I'm not sure. But there is obviously right there a dent, and I think a dent guy could get that out. But the vinyl has acted like PPF and protected my paint. Vinyl, thin Avery Dennison vinyl has protected my paint. So that's really cool. So yes, it is not as thick, and yes, it probably wouldn't have punctured, so I wouldn't have to replace that piece if it wasn't vinyl, but I didn't pay PPF prices either. Well, I did it myself, but still, makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference on there with the vinyl. So now I just got to find a dent guy. So on this car, I still just have to do the trunk piece, which is actually a pretty hard piece to do, and the front bumper. Let me show you what I'm doing with the front bumper here. I've got all the inlays done. Now this car is not brand new. You see all these pits and everything. They do kind of show up in the vinyl, and you see them if you get up close, but most people aren't going to be that close. I did kind of knock off some of them. Like you can kind of pull them with your thumb. And the reason being is because this is plastic. A rock hits it, and it's going to move. A rock hits metal, it's not going to move. It's going to make a rock chip. And there are some rock chips in this. So you see like right here, that's going to be a rock chip, but instead of seeing the aluminum underneath it, you just see this with what looks like to be a little dust underneath it. And there's some paint defects as well. Right around here, there was a dimple or a fisheye in the paint, and you do see it. There's two pieces here. You do see it in the vinyl still, but when people look at it from here, this looks gorgeous. You can't do this whole front bumper in one piece because of this little piece right here. You'd be stretching the material too much and all the way back in here. So what we did was take black and go all the way across the front here. When I lay on a little bit, I'm going to lay the chalk color, and it's going to come out to a point here or something. I haven't figured that part out yet, but so it would be everything wrapped around with a black mouth basically, and that's going to look really cool. Now back here, this is going to be one piece where this is not a performance, so there's no spoiler. This is a weird shape because of the fact that this comes out this way, but it also comes this way, so it's a compound curve. A little tricky to do, but you know, there's a lot of curves on all this stuff, and this looks so good. I can't wait to show you outside in the sun. Actually, I can't wait to see it outside in the sun because it looks good now, but I think in the sunlight it's going to look perfect. just finished up this brand new color from 3M. It's not really a brand new color, but it's a high gloss version. This is what I did on a Cybertruck, and it looks amazing. I was wondering what it'd look like on a Model Y with all the curves, and it looks awesome as well. This thing looks like glass. The color is amazing. The depth of the shine ceramic coating on here looks amazing. Now this color is the same deep space flip that they've had before, but just a thicker layer of gloss, and it has a plastic backing, so there's no orange peel at all. This looks like paint. It looks amazing. If you're going to get the deep space flip or any new color from 3M, I would definitely look at all of the high gloss versions. They're only like $150 more, $200 more per roll, which is nothing when you're looking at the, I mean, look at the color, the clarity, the paint look. This looks amazing. My next car is a Model Y in a chalk color, Porsche chalk color, in this high gloss space color, and or this high gloss version like this, and it's gonna look amazing. I really like it. Hopefully you guys like it too. This thing looks awesome. Look at the color change. As always, stay awesome, stay positive. I'll catch you on the next one. I gotta get done, finish wrapping this car so I can give it back to him tomorrow.
I'll make sure all my friends come around. Absolutely.
It's not white, even though it kind of looks like white here. It's just enough of a change where people are gonna like turn their head quite a bit and be like, "Oh, that's not just a white Tesla."
Yes.
This is a really cool color.
It looks beautiful. It looks great.
This is great. And yeah, look on the bottom here. It's
really
just
smooth.
You like the front end there?
Oh, absolutely.
It looks really smooth.
Yeah, it is. It makes it a wider. Yeah.